This guy was visiting the zoo when he spotted a hippo and decided to treat it to a watermelon. He tossed it in, but the hippo completely missed, and the watermelon just splashed straight into the water. So he came back the next day, this time better prepared with 2 watermelons. He handed one to the hippo, but the second another hippo saw that and suddenly popped up, opening its giant mouth like, "Excuse me, where's mine?" At first, the guy bonked him by accident, but in the end, he shared the second watermelon too. This girl showed a bowl of ice to the otter, hoping it would bring him closer. The second he saw it, he sprinted to his little window, pressed his face against the glass, and stretched his tiny paws as far as they could go. Sadly, the paws were simply too short for the mission. So the girl picked up a piece of ice and gently held it closer to his paws. This time, success. He finally grabbed it and happily munched on his icy treat like he had just won the lottery.
Everyone felt sorry for this woman in a wheelchair. She couldn't drive a normal car, but she never gave up her freedom. She bought a super futuristic vehicle. She pressed a small remote button, the driver's seat lowered right out of the car door. After she sat down, a robotic crane came from the roof. It grabbed her wheelchair and lifted it into a secret compartment. The smart seat rotated and sent her back into the car. She doesn't need her legs to drive. The metal levers connect to the pedals, so she drives only with her hands, and now she can travel the world alone. She's proud of her independence. Her husband said he'll sell the car tomorrow if it doesn't get 2 likes.
The owner noticed something strange on the dog's face and said, "Let me help." The dog calmly placed its face into her hands. When she carefully pulled it out, it turned out to be a surprisingly large tick. Actually, the dog usually takes preventive medicine, but before it fully kicks in, his skin can still get itchy and painful, so the owner removes ticks with a special tool whenever she finds one. Most dogs would hate this and try to run away, but this dog completely trusts his owner and doesn't move at all. She even says he trusts her so much that he falls asleep while she's trimming his fur. But sadly, no one liked their friendship.
This girl noticed a cat had stepped on her bread, so she decided to check the paws of all her cats. But finding the culprit wasn't easy because every paw looks identical. Still, she didn't give up. She inspected each one like a detective, looking for the tiniest clue. Meanwhile, one tiny troublemaker tried to escape. In the end, she caught him red-pawed. Too bad the cutest culprit didn't get a single like or subscribe.
This man only fed the brown dog and left the other one hungry. So the white dog stared at the food with a frown and visible anger. When the man noticed this, he felt bad and opened the food box to refill the bowl. But they were all shocked because the box was completely empty. Seeing this, the hungry white dog got even more upset and frowned again, glaring at the other dog. But why did this poor white dog only get 2 likes? This girl bought the same dress as her own so she and her dog could be a cute matching duo, and even the dog seemed to love the idea. After she dressed him up, she even put a little hat on him, making him look like a baby. Then she added a collar, and they were ready to go. But why did this adorable duo only get 2 likes?
Look at this little monkey. She hasn't eaten anything for days, all because she's way too shy to beg for food. Just like all the other monkeys, she'd sit quietly by the roadside, and nobody paid any attention to her at all. Then one day, a kind guy showed up with a bowl full of fresh fruit. The little monkey was so timid and shy. She carefully picked just one tiny grape, then looked up at the man with such sweet, loving eyes, like she was saying thank you. It's such a shame this poor little monkey hasn't gotten a single like yet.
When this woman injured her leg, she had to start using a wheelchair. But the walrus she had raised and cared for over the years never left her side. The loyal walrus even helped by pushing her wheelchair, while the woman gently stroked its head for comfort. This intelligent walrus was always right beside her, ready to help whenever needed and constantly protecting her. Unfortunately, this adorable walrus only got 2 likes.
This overly greedy seabird tries to eat every living thing it encounters at sea. Right now, it has a little duckling held under its feet. This is a pelican. Its normal diet is only fish, but when it gets extremely hungry, it becomes totally indiscriminate and goes for almost anything it shouldn't eat. Their pursuit of food can get pretty absurd. A pelican was once even seen attempting to eat a seagull, and it will go after everyone who forgot to give this video a like. When this little boy hears a bike race nearby, he grabs a water bottle and waits by the road. All he wants is to give water to the tired riders. Cyclists keep passing by, but nobody takes his bottle. The boy slowly gets sad. Then one rider does something totally unexpected. Quick check. If Jesus protects you, like and subscribe. If not, share this video and drop a heart in the comments. Finally, one cyclist takes his water not out of need, but just to make him happy. The boy instantly lights up with a pure, sweet smile. This guy used a remote-controlled car to deliver food to a stray pup, but instead, it totally spooked the poor dog. He honestly thought the pup would get super excited at the sight of food and chow down instantly. But nope, the stray slowly stared the RC car down, carefully checking if it was safe first. Only after that did it finally dig in. It munched away for ages and eventually stuffed its little belly full. And get this whole funny clip only got a single like. This man noticed his pet crabs had all gathered near the oxygen pump. They tried climbing upward one by one with the help of rising air bubbles, just like playing on a fun ride. He found it incredibly cute at first, but soon realized an important detail. Crabs are semi-terrestrial animals, so they can't live underwater non-stop. They were actually trying to reach the surface to breathe properly. He kindly put a small platform in the tank to let them climb up and rest whenever they needed to. The crabs kept slipping back into the water at the start, but quickly learned to climb up and stay there to rest. Even so, a few still waited patiently by the air pump, because they really seemed to enjoy the bubble ride experience.